Hey, welcome back to MyATMM.com, cost basis tracking built for option sellers. Go ahead and review the disclaimer on screen, and let's get right to it. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a Tesla demo, demoing running cash secured puts on them, and then also rolling them to, future weeks. So first things first, we're setting on a Tesla demo portfolio. It's brand new, so there's no data in here. On the summary, you can see there's no deposit or anything. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and I'm going to run the cash secured puts. Like, I guess we can do the 3rd, 10th, and 17th to give like demo of 2 rolls. So for now, I'm just going to say we're going to do a deposit here, and we'll just put in $15,000. See how that goes. All right. So first things first, we need to do is come over to the cost basis version 2. There's no symbols in here. So we need to go ahead and add that symbol in here, Tesla, and it brought in $400. So what's that going to be? 400 times 100. Some math. Is that $40,000? So I didn't put in anywhere near close enough to that, did I? All right, let's go back to dashboard real quick. Deposits. We're doing Tesla. We're playing with the big boys, so we need a lot more capital. I'll just do 150,000. That'll definitely take care of that. All right. So back over here, we want to go ahead and run cash secured puts. So obviously this is brand new, so we've never done a cash secured put. So let's go ahead and do a first one. So we'll come in here into the puts tab, click new put, and we're going to go ahead and backdate this since we're starting just sticking with April. So all of the numbers will dump into the April bucket. I'll go ahead and do the expiration as that 3rd. We're going to do a sell to open because that's what a cash secured put is. We're going to just do one contract, and the expiration for this is the 3rd. So the funny thing is this transaction day was probably more like closer to here. We'll go ahead and just say it's the 1st. We say we started late in the week or whatever. And the strike is we're going to go ahead and just say we're only going to want to buy this if it comes down to 375. And we'll say, I don't know, we probably got a good premium on that. It's halfway in the week. We'll just say 285 is what we got. So that's a 0.76 return for that week. And the proposed transaction appears down here, pre-fills it with the default commission and fees that we have set up in this account, and it gives us a little description here. And so we're going to go ahead and click save, and this will add the put position and it'll add the transaction at the same time. So we click save, and you'll see that it comes in here, puts, and there's already the transaction. You'll probably notice that the row back here was kind of a red background, and that's because it can see that, hey, this is an expired option because we backdated it, right? So anyway, that's just a visual indication that the application will show you to kind of help you out while you're working through this. It's an expired option, so it's just flagging that. For our demo purposes, perfectly fine. All right. So we sold that cash secured put, and now we've reached a Friday, and we'll say, hey, it didn't come down to 400, so we can just roll this if we don't want to wait till the following Monday to sell another one. So what you do is you click the edit button, and we want to roll it. So we're going to click this roll link, and also you'll notice it says it's expired. Again, if you're doing this in real time, you wouldn't be dealing with that. But in any case, so we're going to click roll, and the roll date, we're going to be doing it on that Friday because it's not going to expire in the money. So we're going to go and roll it to the next week. And we're going to go ahead and still sell to open, still one contract. The roll expiration will be the next Friday from that, which would be the 10th. So it got that right. And the roll strike, this is also where you can monkey around with this if you want to. We're just going to, and actually just to demo that, we'll just say the price went up and we just want to kind of follow it up in kind to kind of try and keep up with the premiums and stuff. So we're going to roll it up to 385. And the roll price, what we got for premium, we got 285 last week. We'll just say it's paying a little bit more this week because we're going to do the full week. So we're just going to say 315 is what we got for that. All right. And something I just noticed is it doesn't show the ROI for rolls. May or may not be a problem. It was just kind of a nice to have. It's just like informational only. May add that in the future at some point. And it's created this proposed transaction record, again, pulling in the commissions and fees. and it's down here telling you what it's going to do, and I want you to confirm that you understand that. So it's going to delete the open cash secured put up here. It's going to delete that one. It's going to add this rolled position, and it's going to create or add this one transaction down here. And if you understand all that, you click confirm, and then you click submit, and you'll notice the old position will be removed, the new position will be added, and the transaction will be added. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And there you go. It still shows red again because the 10th is still expired technically. So it's still showing the red background. And you'll notice that there's now two transactions, one for the 3rd and the 10th. All right. So keeping this ball rolling. And while all this is going, you'll see that we have the collateral showing of what is, you know, basically we're putting on the table in order to do this transaction. Right now it's 38.5. I didn't notice it before, but before we had 375, so it was 37.5 previously. And the shares up here from puts is just showing, the number of shares that is represented by the puts that we have in play. And we don't own any, so those are all zero. Stock value will be zero because we don't own any shares. And then we have an ongoing running total of the realized gain. Something else to make note of here is up here in the cost basis, you'll see how these are all zeros, and the cost basis plus puts, this is just based off of the put position itself, saying that it's speculating if you're assigned, it's going to be 385. Now we've collected premium since then, so the true cost basis, which is right here, will actually have the cost 385 minus any premiums we've collected up to this point. But you won't actually see that until the position is assigned and you actually own the shares. And I think at the very end, I'll probably go ahead and assign it. That way you'll actually see that happen. All right, so we want to go ahead and keep on going. So the 10th is come. We can see it's still not down to 385. It's like just on an uptrend, so it keeps on going up. So we're going to click on edit, and we are going to roll this once more. So we go ahead and click roll. And this time, it picked the 17th, which is, again, last Friday, so it would still be expired. In order to, actually, this is the good example. I'll go ahead and use this as the assignment. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set it for roll expiration for last Friday, because that's, again, Friday. We're working this on the 10th virtually. And we'll just go ahead and put it again, and we'll say, we had to say it ran up and it went up higher. So we're just going to say, we're going to do 405 because the current price is 400. So that'll probably match our demo really well. And for this one, we actually got the full 1% or whatever. So let's just say got 425. All right. So the same deal. It's going to delete this original position. It's going to create this new roll position based off these new numbers, the new strike, and the new expiration, obviously. And it's going to create this transaction again with the default commission fees that we have set up. It has us down here. We want to confirm that. Click confirm, click submit. It's going to do the whole thing over again. And so it rolled that position, and we're set on 417, which is last Friday. And we have the 3 transactions from 3 cash secured puts that we did, collecting all this premium all along. Okay. Now we're going to say, okay, well, we sold it for 405, but it ended at 400 this past Friday. So it expired in the money, and that means we're going to get assigned on this cash secured put. All right. So we click the edit button. We're not going to roll it again. Granted, the funny thing is you could, even if you are in the money, you could have rolled it again, but just say we didn't. So now we're going to get assigned on it. So we'd click assigned. We were assigned over this weekend. So that's usually what happens over the weekend. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on the 19th. It's going to be a buy to open because we're going to have to buy the stock. It's going to be 100 shares because it's one contract, and the assignment price is the strike price, 405. We got assigned at 405. So that means it's going to create this new transaction as well for the 40,500. Commissions and fees are usually zero for the assignment. I know, like over in Tasty Trade, you would actually probably have a $5 exercise fee over here that would go in there. And you can set those defaults if you want to. But in any case, so we're going to confirm this. It's going to delete the put position, which is up here. It's going to delete that original cash secured put position. We're going to buy 100 shares, and then it's going to add this one transaction. Okay, we understand all that. We're going to click confirm, Click submit, and you'll notice the puts went away. We have a fourth transaction over here. So we got the three can't talk. We have the three cash secured puts, and then we have that one stock purchase. And there's all the amounts showing. And over on the stock tab, you'll notice we have that stock purchase over here represented. Now, even more importantly, come up here to the header. Now you can see the 100 shares, and I've said this before, but basically this little warning symbol is showing you that, hey, you own 100 shares that are not covered by covered calls. So it's just a little friendly indicator to say, hey, you could probably sell a covered call on this now. And then that warning symbol will go away. And no more cash secured put on the table, so no more shares showing here, no more collateral showing. This is the total credits that we received up to this point. This is the current stock value. So we have an unrealized loss of the 438 because we got assigned at 405, but the stock price is currently sitting at 400. And this is just showing the overall premium. Since this is unrealized, it doesn't come out of here yet until it's an actual realized loss. Then it would come out of here. But up until that point, it is not realized, so it won't show in that number. Now, up here to the cost basis numbers that I was talking to you about, you'll notice that the cost basis with puts went away because we don't have any more puts on the table. So that metric went away. If we were to do another cash secured put, it would come back up here and show in here along with these other three. So you'll notice this cost basis minus premium is 405. So that's basically the price that you would want to sell your covered call at if you wanted to retain all of the premium that you ever received. If you're interested in just getting out of the stock, your true cost basis is the cost basis minus dividends, premiums, and all the other money that you've ever collected from this ticker. That's this number showing here to 394. So that's your true cost basis right there, the 394. And if you've been following this long while with me, you'll probably notice that this is a little bit different. For a long time, even from the very beginning of this web application, the cost basis I was showing here was actually the cost basis with the premium included. So I'm sorry, the cost basis showing here was originally this number is what I was showing here, which technically was not accurate. That's not actually what the cost basis is. Your accurate cost basis is the number minus all the premiums and dividends you ever received, so now I've basically changed it to a more accurate number. This is your true cost basis. All the money you've spent on it minus all the money you received on it. So we're currently sitting at 394. So if we wanted to get out of this thing, we actually could just not sell the covered call, not even sell another cash secured put. Say we just wanted to get out of this thing at 400. Well, we've collected so much in premium, you actually would still come out of it with a profit. You would just, because we were into it for 394, so we'd basically be able to pocket $6 a share by just selling it for 462. And so anyway, that's how you know what that will be. All right, one last thing before we end this. I want to come back up to the dashboard just to show you the overall. So not much to show here because it's just that 1 week. And again, weekly income. Now this you can kind of see because we did a couple weeks worth, like 2 or 3 weeks of cash secured puts. So the first week we pulled in that, second week that, and then, this must be the current week. All right, positions. Yep, we do have the 100 shares of Tesla showing, so that'll be showing in here. Premiums, that'll just show the premiums. Premiums is just a nice tab if you're just interested in looking at your premiums or just your options only or dividends only. Like if I did dividends, it'd probably show nothing because there are no dividends. So it's just a down and dirty way just to focus on your premiums and dividends. My favorite tab is the performance tab because I like seeing the weeklies and how it all breaks out: deposits, withdrawals, option premiums collected or dividends collected, any realized gains or losses that we've incurred over the time periods, and also the net working capital total shows here, which is very useful for, like, if you're trying to target a certain percentage per week, you can easily tell right here if you're on target or if you're low or you're high. Basically, it's basing the number off the option premiums and dividends that you've collected against the net working capital. What percentage does that represent? So like in this case, this number against that represents just 0.28% of the entire portfolio. So it's just a nice way to see if you're on target, to see how you're performing. Basically, it's like you got a set number in your net working capital, which in this case is like 150K. How much money overall am I making on that money? I mean, I don't have all 150K invested necessarily, but I do have some investments going on with it. But how much is that earning against the entire uh, pool of capital that I have that's available? So anyway, that's what that is. And then annualize is just annualizing that number here, and then you have the overalls up here. But anyway, yep, that's all I wanted to do for this demo for Tesla, showing off cash secured puts, and we got an assignment at the end so I could demo the cost basis to you as well. I'll see you in the next one. That's going to wrap it up for this one. If you got something out of it, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you haven't already, head over to MyATMM.com and create your free account. 3 tickers free forever. No credit card required. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.